There you go.
Hey everyone, welcome. I guess we're on Facebook Live. I'm Corbin Roush, my wife's Holly Roush. A little bit of background on us. 11 years ago, we were introduced to this industry with a company called Monavie, and it wasn't something we wanted to do. Matter of fact, I told Holly if she did it, she was on her own over my dead body. Are we getting involved with network marketing? I don't want, what's the stereotype? Everyone runs from you. You're buying a garage full of junk nobody needs, and nobody makes any money. That's kind of the stereotype that I had heard. And so when Holly said she wanted to do this, it was really just for the products at first. I mean, how many of you are here just to hear about products and want to learn about this liposome technology? 2 of you. How many want to learn about how to make some money and share this with people? Everyone. So what's interesting is when Holly got in, it was actually because she wanted to try this acai berry and see what Oprah was talking about. 11 years ago, no one had heard about the acai berry, and today it's in shampoos and it's in beer. It's just crazy. And Monavie was the company that put acai on the map. And so Holly got in, said she was going to drink it, might be good nutrition for the family, and maybe make enough money for pedicures and manicures. And then started sharing it with some of her friends. Jill Noble's here. I saw her walk in, and she was one of the first people that Holly shared it with. And then Kevin and Emily Wilson, who shared it with Matt and Samantha McKee that are here. And Samantha McKee was probably the first one that said, do you realize this is an amazing opportunity? Let me show you how this comp plan works. So a bunch of ladies got together in a house. Samantha showed them the comp plan. They got really excited, and they started running. And over the next 11 years, Tulsa had 14 people become millionaires because of this business. How many people want that to happen? I mean, that to me is just crazy. The company created 185 millionaires around the world, and Holly and I were the third highest in that company, and just had an amazing run. It put me into retirement. I'd have been in corporate America for forever, like we all do. I was busy, gone all the time, traveling the world. Holly started doing this, thought she was crazy. Then she started making crazy money and was having a blast. I was so busy, and she's now vacationing and paying off cars and paying our house off, and we're starting to dream again. So I said, you know what, I need to do this too. And I learned there was a system on how to build it. You need a system. You need to start duplication. We need to keep this as simple as possible, because the way this grows is if you do it the right way, you're going to teach and show people how to do it the right way, and pretty soon it's being done the same way all around the country, and all those people are on your team. And you don't have to have experience at this. You don't have to be great at this. When Holly started doing this, she had never, ever done it before, had never been at a presentation other than, how many of you went to the Arbonne parties or the Pampered Chef parties, and she'd go and she'd buy something to support her friend, but she never had any desire to build it until she got involved with Monavie in the health and wellness. So now we fast forward 11 years. We're basically out of the industry. We've been involved with a company that just it wasn't where we wanted to be, and we were going to go do something else. And then we heard the owner of Monavie was starting a new company. And so we wanted to reach out to him and find out what it was about. So we hopped on a plane, we flew out to Salt Lake City, went up to the mountains to his home, and just wanted to hear his heart and wanted to hear why in the world would a guy that took a company, did over $3.5 billion in cumulative sales, why in the world would he want to do this again? And he shared with us his heart, which he's got a big heart, and he's all about people. And he said, God gave me the ability to motivate, inspire, and help people. And if I take those talents he gave me and bury them and just play golf and travel the world, I'm really not honoring God. So I have to do what God put me on this planet for, and I got to get back into this industry where I can do those things that I'm good at. And that touched Holly and I, because that was the Dallin that she had fallen in love with originally when she started building Monavie, and that I did. So we both just hopped in and said, hey, let's do this again. Let's roll up our sleeves. And then a few months later, he reached out to us and said, hey, look, I've been interviewing people from all over the country and all over the world to be our master distributor, master brand partner, which is the very first person in the tree. And he said, I want to ask you and Holly if you would do that honor for me. I love your hearts. I love your integrity. I love that you're about people and just helping others. And Holly and I, she didn't believe me. Dallin never calls us past like 9 o'clock at night. It was 10:30. I never had my phone beside my bed. I saw it ringing. Ran out, and I came out here, and I listened to him, and I came, oh my gosh, Holly, he just asked us to be. She goes, no, I don't believe it. He's going to change his mind. And boom, he announced it a few weeks later. So we've been helping the company put together a compensation plan. We've been helping put together these promotions we're going to be running. Our goal is for every single person that gets started to not only bring in lots and lots of customers, the customers are what's going to pay you crazy money, but be able to help everyone in this room get to $500 a month, then $1,000 a month, and then $1,000 a week. And if we can get that, if we can make that happen, help you guys get there, then you will be that next round of leaders like our company 11 years ago will be. Because I can promise you this, how many people would like an extra $1,000 a week? I mean, rolling in like clockwork. I mean, especially around Christmas, after Christmas. I mean, that's life-changing. That's impactful. That's being able to get your kids in private school, not worry about pay for college, not worry, pay off your cars, pay off your house. You know, that's the stuff that we're looking forward to. So that's kind of, Holly, you want to add anything to that? Seems to be a lot more emails here than...
Well, there's a ton of guys too. That's exciting. This just shows the power of what we're about to do. The fact that we are, a Wednesday morning, Christmas week, and we just kind of put this out to a few people the other day, and this is what we have. So this wasn't like posted on Facebook. This didn't go to everybody in town. It was just kind of a select few, and this is what shows up. So here we are 11 years ago when I said yes to this industry. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I was just hoping for a little bit of extra spending money every single week. But today, 11 years later, partnering with Dallin Larson again, we know exactly what we're getting into. And so it's exciting for all of you all because we kind of have this base of knowing what to do, and we can kind of share that knowledge with you guys and help you guys take it to a level that's never been done before. Because Tulsa, I think, is a huge advantage. You guys are right here. We're some of the first to know about it. I remember when we were growing Monavie, Florida was one of the first to really take off, and then Oklahoma was just the second behind, which was crazy. And then California, so that's where we are again today. So we're excited to have each of you. We're going to kind of go through hopefully some of the promotions. So you guys, I'm sure one of the biggest questions is how does the compensation plan work? So let's try to hit some of those today and help you guys kind of get started. What are the 6 steps to get started? So Corbin, do you want to share them?
Which one do you want to start with?
Start with the Power 3 that you have on.
You want to do this first, and we can go to promotion, go through PowerPoint?
Yeah, we can do it quickly. Here we go.
Okay, we'll go through this real quick. Dallin loves the name Vasayo. It means absolutely nothing. He just came up with it and thought it was awesome. But he put, what's it called, an acronym? Vision for V, action, steadfast assures your outcome. And that's so true for this business. You got to know where you're going. I love the scripture in the Bible that talks, without a vision, man will perish. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to end up somewhere else. You need to know where you're going. So when we talk about this, know your vision. Know what you're wanting. Why are you going to do this? Why are you going to spend time on a Wednesday, Christmas week, to come hear about it? Understand that. Write it down. Make it powerful to you. You want to know. Holly's, when she first got started, it was pedicures and manicures and jeans. Then it was, man, I want to pay off every bill we have, become debt-free. Then it was, I want to retire Corbin, bring him home where he doesn't have to work all those hours. So that was her vision. Action. After you know what you're doing, it's easy to get busy. Steadfast. You're going to get no's. You're going to get, how many people have already got no's? I mean, come on, that's going to happen. What that means to me is you didn't present it in a way that made sense to them at the point they are in their life. So you just change your presentation. You listen a little bit more. They might become the best product users ever. I always ask this when I get a no. Do you know of a couple people that might be interested in trying these products or making some extra income? And gets their wheels spinning right there. Assures your outcome. Everyone wants a great outcome. Well, these things are going to make that happen.
Hey, Corbin, real quick. There's this whole
there's 2 free seats right here.
Right here.
This is where the future millionaires will sit right here. Right now we don't have anyone that wants it.
Come on. Come sit right here. Don't see space.
Go ahead and flip.
You're welcome.
This is Dallin Larson. The thing I love about him, first of all, he has a vision. He knows where he's going. He didn't say to us when he told us he was going to start this company that it was going to be the next billion-dollar company. He says, I'm going to go impact 1 million lives, and when we've done that, I'm going to go find another 1 million to impact. So he knows what he's going to do. This is an amazing honor. In 2009, with Monavie, he won the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year for the United States. I mean, that's a big honor to think Ernst & Young would give him that. So that's a great, he's helped create 2 companies that have reached $1 billion. So this is his 3rd company, his final company. That was a horrible picture. That's when I had my mullet. I was a Gundy fan. Liposome technology. This is, I don't know a lot about this yet, but I'm starting to learn more and more about it. The technology's been around for a number of years, but it's never been able to be mastered. Johnson & Johnson, all the major pharmaceutical companies, it was for emerging product categories, and he won it for this liposome delivery system that we now have exclusivity to. We're going to be the only company in this space that's going to be able to have this product, and we own and control the formulas that we have. So these are the products we're starting with. This doesn't mean these are the products we have to have, or this is all we're limited to. These are the ones, the 5 categories that we feel right now are the biggest buzzes out there. The first one being the essentials. This is basically, these are going to be capsules that are your multivitamin and mineral. What the liposomes do is they deliver it to your body at a higher consumption rate than anything on the planet right now, anything that's known. It's almost 100% absorbency. When you take this stuff, boom, it is going into your bloodstream. The best example I heard about it is like a baby with mother's milk. A baby recognizes that milk as nutrition. It's going to help me grow and develop. I need it. The body says, I'm putting it into my body. It's going into my bloodstream and working. That's what this stuff does. The liposomes. It gets into your bloodstream, so the delivery system, its bioavailability, boom, goes into your body quick. This is the nutritionals right here. Neuro, I'm sorry. This is for your brain. I mean, how many people saw the movie Limitless? Is that not cool? You take it, whoa. You're like, man, you're reading books fast and no intent to play with it. That's what's going to happen here, kind of. That's why our LLC for our company now is called Limitless, because they told us this product really is going to spark the brain, recall, memory.
We're going to be so smart.
We're going to be graduating from Harvard. So, love that energy. This is going to be a mist that you spray onto your tongue. Your tongue is tissue that absorbs things fast. So this is going to be, all the ingredients are clean, natural. The water that is used is, what they say, 100 times more clean than saline when you're getting an IV. So this is clean, pure
and
product.
This is actually more of a gel.
This one's kind of a gel. I don't know if it's like a toothpaste or...
No, it won't be fit that way. Okay.
I hope not.
Like,
but, okay, she speeds me up. This one's the... which one's this one? The Renew Anti-Aging Antioxidant. See, I gotta learn this stuff. This is, no one wants to age. Everyone wants help with aches and pains. That's what this is going to do. And then the sleep. This is the one I've tried. I have sleep issues, and I loved it. It works. It's one spray in your mouth. It delivers all the natural nature ingredients that's shown to help people sleep and get a good night's rest. It also has a brain detox feature to it. Or once when you sleep, get a deep sleep, your brain's supposed to detox. It's like someone coming in with a broom cleaning out your brain. That's what's going to happen when you're on that product.
And they also, for all of you that want to know details about the product, by the way, you'll know that I'm not one of those, and he isn't either. We're not going to know every little detail about the product, because we have doctors that can do that, and I have friends in this room that can do that. And so I point to those kind of people, and we'll point to the videos, we'll point to the information. We did just set up an email address, productquestions@vasayo.com. So if you have specific product questions you want the answer to, Dr. Emma Claire and a couple of his team will help answer those questions. So that's for those who want the deep, good questions.
Would you repeat that one more
I
time?
have productquestions@vasayo.com.
So those are the product categories we're starting with, 5 of them, and then we can expand those. Those are going to be awesome. We also have, what's going to be really cool, is a sampling system. Those products, you don't want to give away your whole bottle. I wish we had the actual bottles. He said we could show those pictures. So I don't know if you can put it on there. But they're chrome looking. We'll put them on there. But, what was I talking about? Samples. You're going to be able to buy sample packs that are going to have points associated with. We're paid off points. You're going to be able to buy for $10, 5 samples that you're going to be able to go out and hand out to people for the sleep and the energy. Those are the 2 most that you will notice results fairly fast with. Obviously, the antioxidant, anti-aging, you're not going to take a squirt and all of a sudden look 20. I mean, I wish that happened. And the brain and the multivitamin, those take a little bit longer for people to start seeing results on those. So, business opportunity. This is where I get excited. Holly and I were very instrumental helping design this comp plan. When I've looked at a number of different comp plans, and some have a lot of money for the people that have done it for years and years and have all this experience and can bring people in and they make tons of money, but the brand new person does not make money. So we looked at this and we looked at this and we looked at this, and we have come up with the best possible way to help the brand new person, moms, dads, single moms, the dad that's working a couple jobs, be able to get money in their pocket. So we come up with 8 ways you pay. That's her cue for me to speed it up. Business opportunity. First way you get paid is team commissions. What that means is every product, every single product, even those samples have points associated with it. They put the points in a binary leg. You have a left leg and a right leg. You always work the outside. Okay, the P's are your personals that you're putting in. So when you put in a personal, they've got a right leg they got to work and a left leg that they share with you. So everyone's going to have a leg they share with their upline and one they work with by themselves and the people they're putting in. Okay, but you get credit for all those points. The computer, the program is going to look for what's called a cycle. Every few minutes they're going to run a cycle, and when one of these legs, your left leg, let's say has 240 points, and the right leg has 480 points, they're going to pay you $25 cycle. They're going to constantly be looking for that. If one of them was 240 and the other 500, you get the 240 would be deducted, the 480 would be deducted, and 20 points would remain there for the next cycle. They will cycle up to 1,100 times a week. They'll look for that. That is a total of $27,500 a week. That to me is crazy. Monavie capped this on team commissions at $10,000 a week. This one, just off one way they're paying, is $27,500 a week. And there will be people in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that within a year to a year and a half make that kind of money. And that honestly could be anyone in this room. If you just say, you know what, I'm going to go out and share this every single day with people, and we'll find customers. Because here's what happens. Those customers become your best testimonial. They start sharing it with people, and all of a sudden they become some of your brand partners in the business. So go ahead and flip that. Commissions on customer sales. So every time you bring in a customer and they go to your URL, you're going to get credit for that. They're not going to go into the tree, the binary, but their points will roll up, and there's also going to be ways that you get bonuses. You're going to get 20% off all your customers' volume that comes in, but then the more customers you have, the more money they're going to put into it. Go ahead and flip that. These are just the different ranks that are going to come. This is only the second time I've seen this. Okay, that's wrong. Let me show you how the product, it's called a product introductory bonus. We've made this better, and it's real simple. If I go out and I'm putting in Holly, Holly's not my wife, let's say, she's a friend, and I'm going to go put her in, and she buys one of the packages, okay? Right now there's Founders packages available, and those are about $1,500. They're going to have lots and lots and lots and lots of products in them, around $1,500 worth of product. There's 960 points get put into the binary tree for that. But because I enrolled her, I get 20% of her volume as a cash bonus. So I would get $192 as a bonus for putting her in on that Founders package. You get 20% of their first time order. So if all she went in and bought was 80 points, I would get $16 of that, just the first time. It's called a product introductory bonus, a PIB. The next package, and these are packages if you're going to be builders. This is where you have to, I know a lot of you don't know Holly and I, but we never, first thing we want to do is protect the brand, okay? So what we don't want to do is talk people into buying more than they're comfortable with or can financially afford, but there's benefits to having more product. You cannot sell from an empty cart, and you have to get product out on the street, selling it, sharing it, getting it to people. So the packages are where it's the most beneficial. So the first package after that Founders is done. How many people have bought the Founders in here? Wow, that is awesome. So what the Founders does, there's a few hundred of them left, is they're taking 2% of the company's global volume. Well, right now global is North America, just United States and Canada in January. And if you hit the rank of gold, which was one of the early ranks in the company, and you maintain that for the whole quarter, the company's putting 2% of that volume into a pool, and anyone that's gold or above gets to divide that up. You get shares in it. And that's for the life of this company. and it's only offered to the first 7,500 people that buy one, and when it's gone, they'll never open it up again. They will open it up when we go open Hong Kong and Taiwan in April, which, I mean, the majority of the population is in Asia, 2 billion Chinamen doing energy squirts. Can you imagine how crazy it's going to be? Well, they're going to have 5,000 for that market. So at that point, what they'll do is put 1% of the founders will be global and 1% will be local market. So we will still participate in a 2% package, and it's going to be a crazy amount of money. So after the founders, there's a value package, which is $889, and it's 600 points. CV is what it's called, commissionable volume. So if you're on the PIB and you put somebody in, your product introductory bonus would be $120 if they buy that pack. Then there's a premium package, which is $600. That one's 400 commissionable volume points. You would get $80 if they buy that pack. Then there's a brand partner introductory package, which is $329. 240 points, you would get $48. And then there's a customer introductory package, which is $239, 160 points, so you get $32. They can also just go buy things, or you can sign them up just to buy individual products, and you would get a product introductory bonus for that. My son just woke up and he's like, oh my gosh, there's people in my house. Home from Roll Tide, Alabama. So these are the different packages. This sheet, is it available yet in the back?
No, but we can email it out.
We can email everyone this sheet. Or
that one's not totally
100% accurate. Yeah.
Corbin,
So,
back to the founders tip.
Yes.
Okay, so maintaining gold. If you miss it first quarter, you have an opportunity.
yes, you never lose it. If it takes you a year to get to gold and you bought that founders pack, you get it for that quarter. Whatever quarter you hit it, you never lose the ability. The only way you lose it is if you go a month without buying product. You have to buy product every single month, and there is a requirement of how much.
I just want to say on the products, hopefully everybody's gone into your vCloud. So vcloud.vasayo.com is your back office, and that's where you place orders for your product. Make sure you get your order placed. January 3rd is when you'll be charged. January 10th is when they'll ship. I can promise you the person who has the most product showing up to their house and can get out there and share it wins. So what you don't want to do is wait till January 3rd. Oh, I'm going to place my order. Then now you're on the second shift of product that's getting sent out, and the people around you already have their product and are out sharing it. So make sure you get your order placed. The founders, once that's done, it's done. We won't talk about it again. And then the ADCV is important. So Corbin will probably share in the team commission how that works. I guess we could go back to that slide. Let me show you that real quick.
So every month, if you want, remember we talked about the binary and the legs, you have to purchase a minimum of 80 points a month, okay? Now, that's to keep, remember I said those points, you never lose them? If you don't buy 80 points a month, at the end of your first month, or 28 days, we're paid on every 28 days, or not paid, your month is 28 days. So you need to buy product every 28 days. If you don't buy product, all those points that are banked, flush out, you lose them. So you'd lose any banked points. And one of your legs will get bigger than the other. Yes?
Could you talk about the loyalty convenience program?
Yeah, that's where I'm getting ready to go there. So, if you want to make all the money, you need to purchase or have through customers that are purchasing a total of 160 points a month to qualify for all the money that's available, the 8 ways you make money. So what that means is if I go out and I have 2 customers, one of them buys the Neuro every month and one of them buys one of the sprays, that's 80 points. So my obligation now is just to buy 80 points for myself. Okay, so customers count towards that 160 LCV, which we call Loyalty Convenience Program. That just assures you that every month you're getting products shipped to your door, and you can pick whichever products you want as long as it's a minimum of 80 and 160 to qualify for everything. But remember, customers, all that volume that the customers are buying, just your personal customers. If I put Holly in and she has 2 customers, I don't get to count her 2 customers. Again, assuming we're not married, because it's one distributorship per house. Okay, everyone understand the Loyalty Convenience Program, 8160? Yes?
I have one question, just hypothetically, just so that I'm clear. If I've got 10 people on my left, 10 people on my right, things are obviously busy, I'm helping everybody enroll stuff, you're not paying attention, you're just going and blowing. At some point, let's just say the bank notifies you, some of your card got jacked up, so they cut it, they're gonna send you a new one, and
They will give you your points back.
and right, and you miss your payment, right, whatever, and you don't order yourself, and your founder, you lose your founder, and you lose everything.
No, if there's a situation like that, they take every case into. What they don't allow is, hey, I quit for 2 months, I just didn't want any more product, and I come back and say, hey, can I have my points back? No. But if it's an error, your credit card expires, something like that, they work with you. They always err on the side of the brand partner.
But if individuals are not doing a monthly product purchase, they will not get commission, all that just kind of goes away.
Now, if they get 80 points of customers that roll in,
Let's just say they have a huge network and don't buy something from themselves that month for whatever
the
reason.
only thing they lose, if they have 80 points that are accumulated through customers, they still get paid.
Okay.
They just don't save their points.
They just don't save.
Then they don't.
Okay.
The points look at this.
Fair enough. Thank
Yep.
Okay, so we've gone over product introductory bonus, we've gone over founders pool, we've gone over team commission. Yes,
80 points is your own purchases.
if you want all the points to stay in the business.
160 are from people that you sell to or someone in your downline sells to.
No, it's personal customers that you are sending to your back office, your URL, that say, I don't want to build the business, I don't want to be a brand partner, I just want to buy the products. Those can equal the other, or you can buy it yourself. Like Holly and I, we're going to buy $500 worth of product a month. I mean, we're going to be getting it out, sharing it, building business, so that would count as points for us.
So 80 is what you buy, 160 is what somebody else buys from you.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe write down.
No
You're
worries.
good. You're good. This is a good question
Yeah, I want everybody clear on this.
because this is new for us too.
You have to have 80 personal, and
To
then the
save
rest,
your
the
points.
rest can come from
Okay.
you or
There's
customers.
actually two scenarios. Here, I'll show them.
This is loyalty convenience program, okay?
Key.
Oh, I got to do
I don't know.
B the other day on the video.
Vasayo.
Loyalty convenience percent. Loyalty convenience program. 80 points, either through your purchases or customer purchases, gets you qualified and active to make money. Okay? If you want no flushing points, all of the points to stay in your business, you have to buy the 80 points. Customers do not count towards that 80 points if you want all the volume never to flush out of your business. Okay? Because what will happen is one leg is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger than the other, and you're not going to be able to cycle it. So one day you're going to wake up and there's going to be 5,000 points in one leg and 240 in the other. And the end of the month hits, you lose those 5,000 points that are banked unless you bought 80 points personally that month. Okay, now to qualify for all the ways you make money, you need 160 points through customers or your own purchases. So I could go out and buy 160 points of product every month and I qualify for everything. But let's say I can only afford 80 points a month. I can go out now and get the other 80 points through customers. So I can go sign up my neighbor and they buy the brand.
So the 160 is the total. 80
Yes.
and 80.
Yes.
Which equates to about how much money would you say?
Well, it depends on customers. If you go buy it yourself, it's probably going to be about $240.
Yeah, 80 is $115.
150, so $230.
Yeah.
For the 160?
Mm-hmm.
And like these different packages will be in your back office. So for instance, the customer intro pack, which is $239, is 160 CV. So if you bought that package every month, you've covered it. Or yeah.
So just remember, customers help lower the amount that you required to buy. We want customers, okay? Customers. So you get 20% again off the PIB, and then they also run promotions. So let me show you this promotion.
Does that make sense? Does
Everyone get that? And you'll learn it as you grow.
Yeah.
Just remember, when you need to go set up your LCP right now, okay? And it's 4 weeks from January 10th is when the product's going to ship. So you need to set that up. Set it up for what you can afford. I encourage you to do 160, and then if you get some customers and you don't need the product, you can drop it down. Okay? But 160 gets you all the pay. All right, this is one of the ways, and I know some of you can't see it. Try to slide it to the middle. If you guys want to slide over there, you can for this. But, okay, it's called Power of Three. This just got announced last night on Facebook Live. How many people were on that Facebook Live? Wow, we had, within an hour of watching it, over 7,000 people around the country had watched the Facebook Live. This is a new promotion. We're going to run this one from January 3rd through the end of March. Okay? So you get in the business, this is you, and you accumulate 240 points. Okay, so these packages, most people are going to, that want to build the business are going to buy a package to get started. And every one of these packages, but the bottom one, the customer introductory package, would get you to be able to hit this point. Okay? If you only buy 160 points, but 2 weeks later you go buy 80 points, you would now have accumulated 240 points. It's an accumulation. So if you bring in 5 customers that all buy 35 points, you now have gotten close with your purchases and those customers to have accumulated 240 points. Everybody get that? Okay, now your goal is to go out and put one personal on your left leg and one personal on your right leg that also have accumulated through their purchases or customer purchases 240 points. And when you do that, the company's going to give you a $50 bonus. Now you want to help that person go out and get one on their left, one on their right that accumulated 240 points each. So the person on the left gets 240, person on their right gets 240, and then you do it for the person on your right leg. They get 240, and their right leg gets 240. The company now gives you a $100 bonus. So you get a $150 bonus. But you can do that as many times as you want between January 3rd and the end of March. So you just go and sign another person on your left, another person on your right that accumulate 240 points. They give you another $50. If they go get their 2 people, you get another $100. So really, everyone that's getting in, it benefits you to put people in and then help them get their 2 people and accumulate the 240 points. And this will pay you as many times. So if you go out and put in 8 people and help all 8 of those people to go get their 2 people, you're going to make 8 times 150. Okay, so that's what, $1,200? So it's a quick way to start recouping investment, putting money in your pocket to come out of the gate strong. And we will, this promotion might go for 6 months, might go for a full year. But what the company's going to do, one of the ways they pay is going to be constant promotions to reward the proper activity. Because this is the backbone of your business right here. One left, one right, put them on the loyalty convenience program, help them go do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Another person left, another person right, and just keeps growing from there.
And there's
Any
no,
questions?
There's no requirement for customers. That can come from just those 2
Yep,
people's
no
personal
requirements for
knowledge.
customers.
So like if you personally got the founders, you've got your 240.
For that,
Right.
for that first month.
And then you have to be on at least 80.
So after your first month, you do not have to go accumulate another 240. All you have to be on is a minimum of that 80 LCP to be able to run that for every month in the promotion. Everyone got that? In the back.
Corbin, I just have a quick question. Say, scenario-wise, say like this side you're really not working a bunch on, but you have someone that you're really spending a lot of time on that's on your right side.
Yes.
And you do that same model, that doesn't count for me, right?
No, you still have to put one on the left and one on the right. And what that does is it keeps both your legs growing. The goal for this business is you want both your legs growing. You don't want to ever look at one leg and say, oh my gosh, that's such a big leg, I'll never catch it. You want to keep fueling both legs with new people. Anything else on this?
Yes, I have a question.
Who decides what, I mean, do you get to decide?
You decide. There's a way, I want you to talk on that.
Well, here, and I'll pull it up. Well, I can't really pull it up. Let's see. I'm going to try to pull up the tree, so if you want to do
Yeah, okay, so when you go to your URL, your own back office, you can set tree placement. Once volume starts running through the business, you can have your placement set that says lesser leg. So the program will say, oops, their lesser leg's the right leg. That new person that's enrolling needs to go the right leg. or you can manually set it every time, especially if you're doing the power of 3 and you need one now on your left, but your left is bigger than your right. You can say, I want it on my left leg. And the tree automatically, or the program automatically puts them to the outside left and the outside right. You never fill in the holes, okay? You want to build an A-frame, and it's called a forced binary, so it is forcing us to do that. You can't go put people in the middle zones.
Well, you actually can on theirs. So, yeah. So you do have to be really careful.
Be careful, I guess you can. Yes?
But everyone in that blue square is part of your team.
Yes, you get to count all that volume.
Okay, even though you're not putting people on the inside.
Correct.
That's what-
So if this person here's volume rolls up to this person, and up to this person, and so on. Yes?
I think that's my confusion, is if you, as you sign people up, you just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or you do 4 here, 2 here?
What we have always taught is what's called 20-20. Your goal as you're building this business over the next 6 to 9 months is to put 20 personal people on this leg and 20 personals on this leg. And it might be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Just keeping them as balanced as you can, because what we've found is 1/3 of the people are going to just buy one time or occasionally. 1/3 of the people are going to be brand loyal consumers, and 1/3 of the people are going to build or lead you to a builder. So that's the reason why the 20-20.
Well,
So
but once it comes up, must be relevant, must have.
oh yeah, so if, like this person here has 2 people, okay, so the volume would roll here to up. So everything that's in your left leg, every single point rolls up, no matter where they are in that left
On the
leg.
left.
Correct.
And
Same
right.
thing on the right. No matter where they're at in that right leg of yours, all the points roll up.
So are we able to go plug a new person in the middle?
You can, but we strongly discourage it. We're working on a program with the programmers to make it where you cannot. We want it outside, because the beauty of a binary is you're only working 2 spots, outside right, outside left. If you go and have to now put somebody here, they're going to want help. So now you're going to have to put somebody here, one over here, one over here. It just gets real confusing. Just remember, outside left, A-frame. Outside left, outside
So
right.
if you look at this, like tree view right here, this is, I sponsor this person, this is their left and their right. I'm not gonna go put someone on their right leg, that's their right leg. So the way you look at your tree is you have a shared leg with your sponsor, whatever leg that is, you share it with your sponsor. The other leg, you're kind of team captain of, you're in charge. So no one from above is gonna be placing people down that leg, you're gonna be in charge of it. So always think of the A-frame, build outside left, outside right, all your points roll up. People always ask, is there strategy to placement? Not really, because you don't know who will be your biggest in this business. Someone who says, I'm gonna kill it, you know, I know everybody, they're all gonna jump in with me, they get their first no and you never hear from them again. And then someone who's like, you know, I just wanna try the product and use it, and I'll see if I'll tell people, they may be your biggest builder. Julie Kirshner, who's in here, she was literally one of our biggest builders in Montague, and she was literally just only going to be a product user. But she used the product, she believed in it, she started telling people, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm not building a business, but I've got my neighbor, I've got my mom, I've got my sister, and she grew a massive business. So you never know who that person is going to be. So the strategy, I would say, is keeping family together. Because what you wouldn't want to do is go put a sister on your left and a sister on your right, because now they're competing against each other. You would put a sister right in a row, because now all of their volume rolls up through each other. If you have 2 best friends, they do everything. Julie and Kristen back there, they know all the same people. So I would tell them, it would go Julie, then Kristen, or Kristen, then Julie, and all the volume rolls up. But you don't want to put them on opposite legs, because now they're competing against each other for the same friends. Does that make sense?
That makes more sense.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
that
the
makes
only
sense.
strategy at all. And you don't know who your next person's gonna be, so what? Someone goes in and you put them in and you didn't think they'd do anything, and they just create this runaway leg and all this volume. That's great, because now the company will show you in your back office through the vCloud. Once products start shipping, you'll start to see volume numbers. So you'll see how many points are on your left and how many points are on your right. You've got someone to sponsor. Now you're gonna kind of know where to put them based on where the points is. So right now your back office is just bones. There's no product running through it. So the day that product runs through, you're gonna be able to see. But the way to build this business is, like Corbin said, it's the 20-20 principle. And if you can do that in 6 to 9 months, you're gonna create tons of momentum in your team. And that's looking at your tree.
See the movies my boys watched last night.
No, but it's not Mike and David's wedding.
I need to have a chat with you about that one.
We lost it. Is that Chad?
No secrets at the Roush yet.
Do I have this? I don't know where that went. So the 2020, because the third, you're gonna just put people 2020. So build your list. My goal when I started was I built a list of everyone I could think of, and I contacted 2 to 3 people every single day. So whatever your goal is, set that for yourself. Whether it's 1 person, 3 people, 5 people. Some days I might hit 5. Some I might do 0. I mean, it just kind of depends. And I just mark them off on my list as I go. But if you work on that 2020, a third will quit and do nothing. I mean, there will literally be friends that will not call you back. It is what it is. It's not, you can't let it bother you. You just gotta let it roll off. It's fine. A third will be super loyal to the product, and a third will lead you to people who will build the business. So that's why you always want to kind of do both legs. And that's why I like this Power of 3 bonus, because it really forces you, if you want to participate in this bonus, to put people down both legs, because you're working on your left and right leg.
One question. When you have someone who says, I'm just gonna use the product.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna build.
Yeah.
Do they actually go on here as a product user?
So they can pay the $49.95 and order the product and have it shipped directly to them, or they can go to your self-replicated website.
Right.
So whatever you have that set up as, you're gonna get business cards made. Those will be in your back office very soon. And you can be giving those to people and just send them to your website and order product, and they will be a retailer.
On a tree somewhere?
We're still deciding that.
So
We
that's
will know by January
we're
3rd.
still defining the customer.
The FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, regulates our industry, so that's a good thing, because some people say, oh, that's a pyramid, oh, those are illegal. No, we're highly regulated like any industry by the FTC. Well, they've come out with some new opinions on our industry about customers, and we are waiting for some those opinions by our lawyers to tell us exactly how we do it on can the customers go into the tree. We're still deciding that, and that will be decided here before January 3rd.
So here's your back office, kind of what it looks like. So just play around with your back office. You can't hurt it. I'm in my dad, so he hasn't done anything yet, clearly, you can see. But he's trying and he's watching this, so hey, Dad, because he watches everything we do. So, but here he is right here. So his next place to go is right here on his right leg, his first person he's going to put in. And then the next spot for him on his left leg would be to open up this cluster and go down to the bottom. So make sure when you're in your back office and you see this little cluster, click that and that opens up more people. So that's kind of how you're going to build. But he wouldn't go in and put someone right here. That's not his person. He's not going to help him. He's not going to go right to this middle. So always go to the outside left and always go to the outside right. But play around in your back office, because here you can enroll a person. I like to view my tree, which is where we are right now, and enroll people through view my tree, because you can select the white spot, click that plus sign, and it'll ask for all the information. You can enter them right there. The other thing you can do is you can enter or have them enroll themselves by going to your self-replicated website. And if they do that, you want to make sure that you have your leg preferences set. So to do that, go to My Account, and then we're going to go over here to Preferences. And you can see where there's the legs, left leg, right leg, lesser leg. So you can set your preference to the leg that you want someone to go into. So if you send them to your URL, ours is corbinholly.vasayo.com, I can have my leg set in advance, so when they enroll themselves, it'll automatically take them to that leg. Once the volume goes into your back office, you can set it to the lesser leg. It will always default that person to whatever your lesser leg is. Right now there's no volume, so it doesn't know how to recognize that. So here come January between 3rd and 10th, it'll start recognizing it. So make sure you go set your leg preference. In the Business Center, marketing tools, all of that is always corporate information from corporate. Over under the corporate info is where they'll have the compensation plan here in the next couple days downloaded in there for you. So keep an eye on that so that you know what is going on kind of in your back office.
And always click save. When you change your leg preferences, scroll to the bottom and
Yeah,
click
scroll
save.
to the bottom and hit save.
Yes.
Do we know what the price is going to be for customers yet if they don't pay the $49.95?
We believe we're going to keep it the same, but there will be a suggested retail price.
Okay.
Will the customers that come in and buy have the same price as people that pay the $49.95? As of today, it is yes.
Is the $49.95 annually?
What $49.95 is your first year, and it's going to get you an app. It's not only to your back office and your self-replicated site, but everything's going to be able to download on your phone. You'll be able to have an app It's going to have all the company. Well, first you'll have access on the app through your back office. Then you're going to have all the videos, the PowerPoint presentations, a way to text people and say, hey, watch this video on this product. Let me know what you think. Just basically a mobile app office.
You're also going to get a starter kit in the mail, every one of you. So in that starter kit, we'll have some of these tear pads of the different packages. It'll have enrollment tear pads. It'll have this Road to Success that I'm showing you tear pads. It'll have a corporate brochure, a product brochure. So when you get that in the mail, everything's in there. There'll be kind of a Road to Success book that's going to be showing people step by step exactly how to grow your business, because you're going to have people who may go sign up through your Facebook page, or they find your website, or they see your business card laying somewhere, and they're in the middle of nowhere and they have no idea what to do. They're going to get a package in the mail that if they'll pick it up and they'll read it, it'll show them step by step exactly how to grow their business.
So, yes?
Is there somewhere where we can go order business cards?
Yeah, so I'm hoping this week it'll be up in your back office under marketing tools. So they're getting ready to upload business card, banners, all of that will be in your back office. Yeah, we've got our business cards too. So.
We were the guinea pigs. They actually look really, really good. And you'll have a bunch of different options.
He's got like 6 different options.
Yes.
And this is gonna be a good question for all the others. If you started out in one of the lower packs, it's my understanding you can change your mind and go to a different pack before January 3rd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
If you buy one of the smaller packs and you've decided, you know what, I want that Founders or I want a different one, you can go change that right now.
And how do you do that?
Let's see. How do you do that? Has anyone changed their package? You might have to email customer support. You do. Okay. So email support@vasayo.com. So if you want to change your package, go there. Later, you'll have the capability to change your auto ship or your LCP anytime you want to. But that initial package, since it's in there, I don't think there's a way to change it personally. But you could email support@vasayo.com and get that changed.
Is it better on an LCP to get sample packets?
I mean, out of the 80 points, you can pick a few things. So 4 of the products are 35 CV, and then the sample packs are 5. So you can pick out 2 of those 35-point products and then 2 of the sample packs. And yeah, to grow your business, I would have samples. I will be carrying with me everywhere I go. They'll be in my car, my purse, my bag. He'll have them because as we're meeting people, we're going to want to get those out there on the street.
Yes. But the brain is 45
Or you
points.
can do the brain.
The Neuro's 45 points. All the other 4 packages or products are 35 points. So we believe the flagship product right now is going to be the Neuro that everyone's going to want to be on.
So when you're thinking of that 80, that's kind of what you personally are using in your house. That 80 CV is what you and your family are going to use. That's why ours always goes way over. We have 5 of us, so we'll easily get the 160 every month just for our family.
Oh, so she had a question over here and then back
Yeah.
here.
Thank you, sir. How will we know when the Founders Pack is no longer available?
They will no longer be available in the back office.
And we'll get the word out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be an announcement. Sorry, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I look at a Founders Pack is, right now it is Christmas. Your credit cards are not going to get hit till January. I don't want anyone buying more than they're comfortable with. But it's a bet on you. I'm buying it because I know we're going to go do it. If you know you're going to build this business and work it and become, a professional at it, not like it's full time, that, hey, I'm going to treat it like a real business, get the Founders Pack. You're leaving 2% on the table if you don't. Yes. Oh, wait, my promise came over here. Sorry.
So real quick, I've heard kind of conflicting messages here. I know that what we don't want to do is go buy a bunch of inventory because we're not distributors, we're facilitators.
Right.
But you guys said you were going to buy product and go out. So are you saying samples is one thing, but are you also going to buy like a little bit of product that you could sell on
So
site?
that's a great question. So 2 things to that. I always want to have enough product. And that's how I'll use my Founders Kit. Is I'll get all this product and I'll have a friend that hasn't signed up yet, and I'm sitting down talking with her and she's like, oh yeah, put me in. I can give her some of my product so she can start using it day 1. Now she doesn't have to wait for a shipment 5 days later to get started on the product. I'll give her one of each. Day 1, she can get started using it. When her product comes in, she can give it back to me. So it's always good to have the extra product on hand so that you can get people started immediately and not have to wait till their shipment comes in. Also, people in your team are going to run out. I mean, you will get, all of us who have the Founders Pack, I promise the ones who didn't are going to be calling the ones with saying, can I please buy one of the sleep? Can I please least I have someone dying to try this. I have someone, so I always am going to have enough inventory for my family to use and also to help my team and get product out there, because I know the more product I can have out there, the more it will grow. But you can also use that product to sell. So remember that initial investment you place in whatever package you buy. If you're not using it, you can sell it to people. So you may have somebody who says, you know, I don't want to get signed up, but I want to buy one of your sleep products. You can sell one of your sleep products, and then now that's money back to you that you can knock off of that founder's pack or whatever package you paid for. So it's income you can kind of put towards that. So there's multiple reasons to have some. Now, we're not talking garage fulls of product, but yeah, you do need some extra.
So if we bought the founder's pack, then the smart play probably would buy a bunch of samples.
And you'll get samples in your founder's pack.
Right. But if we're gonna hit kind of a road tour.
Yeah.
And so then we're not as in a hurry to buy more of a bigger pack, say, until maybe the second shipment.
And that's the thing on packages, a lot of that time is just your first initial order, because I want to get my business started. It's kind of my franchise in a box. So I need enough product the day I need my business to get started. But monthly, you may only need 80, you may need 160. It's kind of at what you have left over from your inventory, from your initial purchase, and product that you're using yourself.
So if we want to get high on our own supply, we need to buy the founder's pack to like sell with and then buy it in a second for consumption.
Every time someone tells me no, I'm not interested, I'm going to have some product with me and say, well, why don't you buy this and try it and let me know what you think.
Okay.
So your second, third, fourth month, you can buy another package if you choose, or you can just set up the ABCD if you choose. It just depends on where your inventory is at.
I encourage everybody to do the 160 CV, because that's going to qualify you for everything. You can always change that. But when you're setting yours up, set it for the 160, and then look at it as your first month's rolling around. See how many customers you've had put in. What the worst thing is you left money on the table because you didn't have enough of the LCD
No,
left.
if we bought the founder's pack,
That covers you for that 4 weeks. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, over here.
I have a down question too, but so the easiest way, can you just kind of, how do you enroll a customer?
I'm sorry?
How do you enroll a customer? So your next move, enroll a customer. Can you just like, what?
We're still defining.
We're still defining that, but it looks like what's going to happen is you'll be able to send them on your business cards. You'll have your URL where they'll be able to go and fill out their information and be able to buy the product directly from your back office, where you won't have to have inventory and do all that. There's going to be other ways that we're working on. And remember, right now it's pre-launch. Come January, it's soft launch till May. The official launch is June of this company. So there will be some tweaks and changes between now and June to make things easier as we're learning the practices of people that are partnering. You had a question?
Yes, so, when we originally signed up, we got the founder's pack, but then when we went in to set up our LCP, I noticed that you could go in there and mark it underneath. Do we need to do that again, or is that, I'm not again, but do that?
Mark, what? Can you tell
Like
me
the
what
month
you're
or
saying?
Yeah, the packages underneath, you know how, at least I think that had packages underneath. You could pick out the products you wanted, and then underneath it had a little box where you could check for different packages, and there's still the founder's pack.
But here's what I would do if I were you. Go to your order history. Anyone who's ordered the founder's pack, just to be sure that it's in your back office, go to your order history, make sure it's there. Is it there? Then you're good. So then just set up your own. But I would double check that. You just never know. With as many tweaks as we're making, I would, just to ensure I was getting that founder's pack, that I could win one.
Yeah.
Will you all be able to share the product with me?
Yeah.
We're creating a new one, and it should be done. We're hoping to have it done next week, and that will be out there blasted to everybody to be able to use.
You need our email before we leave.
No, you'll be able to get it.
Yeah, we'll post it everywhere. We'll get it out to all of the leaders kind of that are in here so that everyone can push it down.
Holly, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
Someone's asked about giving this to people that are over 4 years old. How has that been validated or approved or certified?
Dr. Emmett Blair, who does our products, he says it's ages 4 and above. So.
I don't know how he went about
No.
certifying or doing that. But just give your kids a bunch of sleep when they're... 2 squirts is better than 1.
That's true.
Anything else? I know in the back.
Can we move people on our tree pre-launch launch, like, it was like the first day I enrolled people, well, I have one person that's not on the outside leg. So
Yes, just send where you're wanting with a detailed email to the support email, and they can move them.
So give them the username of the person that needs to be moved and what leg they're supposed to be on.
Okay.
And do that. And once, always, just so you know, you'll have, if you ever make a mistake, you'll have about 48 hours to get that mistake rectified. So just make sure as soon as you see that it happens, get that sent over to support at Vasayo. Our customer service, I mean, the fact that we're pre-launch, we have 11 customer service people, and they are stellar. I mean, we have 0 issues. I mean, they are working through everything, so it's amazing. They're working late nights to get everything done.
And once it kicks off, you can't move.
Yes.
48 hours.
Yeah.
Correct.
I've actually done that, by the way, and so just know that they can move them. What they can't do is manipulate further up a leg.
Exactly.
So if you move them, just know that they're gonna now fall
The bottom.
further down.
Yeah.
Corbin, are we gonna have kind of the scientific stuff back that's behind the products? As
Yes.
far as, I know, Dr. Blair has authored some papers and things like that. Will we have some of that for the people who are really into the science?
Yes. There will be a document library where you'll have everything.
And your self-replicated site, again, right now, it just shows how to, it just enrolls somebody. But before the launch, January 3rd, so in the next week or so, that'll be a full-on self-replicated website where I'll have product videos, business opportunity videos, company videos, product information, company information, so you'll be able to send people to your website for more info. So right now it's not set up that way, but it will be. So if someone calls and I have a question about this product or I want to check it out, you'll just send them to your username.vasayo.com and they'll be able to get all the information that they need right there.
Anyone else?
Sorry.
You're fine.
I heard you say one really good thing here, which was the federal.
I'm glad I said one good thing.
The Federal Trade Commission is involved, which is, I'm trying to think of people who say, no, this is pyramid, no, it's not FDA approved. But, okay, the Federal Trade Commission is involved in the business side.
Yes,
correct?
they regulate our industry.
They regulate the industry, okay. And then to the product side, it's not FDA approved.
No.
yet, is it?
Remember FDA, like orange juice is not FDA.
Right.
Apples and oranges are not, and
Vitamins
bananas.
are-
It's,
yeah.
usually that's just for the drugs,
Pharmaceutical.
pharmaceuticals.
Is it approved by any kind of regulation that we know of?
Well,
I'm sure there is. I don't know what those are.
There's actually not. There's no regulatory body that governs vitamins.
Is it because it's a food product?
Yes.
Yeah. And so it's
So if there's anything synthetic, it has to be.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I don't know if it has to be FDA approved, but there would be other,
Those pharmaceutical.
yeah, if it's pharmaceutical, absolutely, that'd be great.
Okay.
Mhm. Anything else? Matt, Sam, you want to come say something?
Do you want to go through the reference, or do you think people are done?
I keep hearing there's 8 ways, and maybe I haven't captured them all.
Okay, there's,
So I've got team commission,